All right, so we're going to 144 grain burger, and this is the one I predicted would shoot the best. And if you ask me why, when I'm doing soft seat jam, I look at the marks on the bullet, the actual rifling. A lot of times that's a predictor of how it's going to shoot. We're starting to get a little bit of wind. You got that camera running?
I do.
Downrange?
Yes.
Vicki?
Yes.
All right. All I need is one whole group. $27.17. I'm getting a lot of mirage now. $27.24. Right through one of the other holes. $27.26. I got 2 and 2. Mostly the same as them other groups. $27.36. Wow. So I got the same exact thing. I've got 3 in a bug hole and 2 touching. So I'm going to have to see these targets to decide. Because see, I got, what do I have? I've got 50 pieces of brass over there about with powder in them. And then I'm going to decide what bullet to put in them based on what we just did here. So I will need to see that target. Plus, you better check that battery and stuff.
Okay.
Okay? Don't forget when you get down there, tell them this was 144 grain.
Okay.
Those were Burger 144 grain, long range hybrid target.
Okay, so when I get to this point, I have to make a decision because I have, like I said, about 50 pieces of prepared, loaded, not loaded. They've got primers and powder in them. So all I have to do is seat bullets. And so I have to make a decision, you see, because you keep pounding rounds through the guy's gun. I mean, I can get this thing down to 1 hole right now, here today. It's just how much more time is it going to require? So there's 3, that's the first target, target number 1. 3 shots, factory ammo. So here, you come and stand on this side so they can see this. So then that was 153 grain A-tip. And by the way, that I moved the point of impact. So I actually adjusted the scope to get it more centered up a little bit. And so this is 153.5 grain burger. And this is 144 grain burger. Now, here's the thing. Everything about these groups tells me that this gun wants to shoot 1 hole. It literally does because he keeps doubling up on everything. The question is whether to put more rounds through the guy's gun, shoot more bullets. I mean, you got to realize, I'm sure you guys do realize, I mean, bullets now are like, a lot of these bullets are $1 a piece, right?
Yeah, close.
And, you know, it's a Lapua brass. So each case is like $2, powder, primers, etc. So I always have a really hard decision here of what to do because, you know, ideally, I don't ever want to give anybody a gun unless the group looks like that, right? And I can get it to that. I can just tell by the shape and everything about it. It's just whether it's worth the time, the energy, and the components. This fella is definitely a hand loader. I've talked to him, obviously, and I think he has the knowledge to be able to do this, because doing seating depth work is not that big a deal, because like I said, the cases already have, and in fact, maybe I'll even seat the bullets and then just send him complete loaded rounds. So I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this a little bit. I'm going to stop. We cleaned the 6.5 284 again, and I think I'm going to go to that 7 mag next, and we'll see how it does while I kind of decide what I'm going to do with this. So we'll be back. All right, so I'm going to let that 6.5 284 cool down a little bit because that barrel's actually pretty hot. I wonder if that's where I'm getting that little bit of stringing in that. I mean, why 6.5 284 generates heat, I do not know. So you might want to come over here so you can see this. So this is, here, I got to do it this way, right? Because of the sun. So this is now a 7 mag with the 315 neck in it. It will take factory ammo. I have factory ammo for it here. It was a Remington 700. I had to change the entire firing pin assembly. I put a Badger rail on it. I trued the receiver, trued the bolt face, lapped the lugs, same thing. Put a Holland surface ground lug in it. This is a Brooks, right?
Yes.
This is a Brooks, and this has been cryoed, right? This
Right.
one. And then, of course, I had to rebed it, and we put a Joule trigger in it. And I don't know, I think Joule's out of business, right?
There's something.
So that might be, I had a couple of these left. That might be one of the last Joule triggers that anybody ever gets. But anyways, when I did this barrel, it was really straight. Everything seemed really good about it. I think that it is going to shoot good. So we're going to clean it, and then I'll go back and finish up on that. I got 2 more shots out of that 6.5 284. So you can go ahead and, although if they want to see, look, go ahead, bring that over here. Hilo, hold patches for me. So, bore guide, right? Again, we've shown cleaning 1,000 times. But this is Barnes CR10. And again, this is a brand new barrel. People would be like, why are you running that through there? Well, because I want to make sure there's nothing in there.
Or go juice.
Okay. You got patches, Hilo?
Yep.
Okay, now they're coming out perfectly clean, and you know, when I have it in the shop, I push so many patches. I mean, this thing's, if people knew really what goes on there, here in the shop, put that on here, please. And that was cano coil. Pushing red. Come on, I need more patches.
More. Mine to the more.
Here, go. Another one. Another one. Okay, and that's a brand new barrel. So that's what we normally use. We use Barnes CR10, and the only reason I use it is because it's fast. It's good and fast, and I use lots of Cano-Coil, both in a can and in an aerosol. And then, oh, by the way, once you pull your bore guide out, don't forget to go in there and dry that chamber out. There shouldn't be anything in it if you have a good bore guide. Wipe down the top of the trigger. Again, we've got cleaning videos somewhere. We haven't done one of them in years. All right, so I'm going to go back to that gun now. So shut that off for a minute. Okay, so this is 7 rem mag, 315 neck. This is a Brooks barrel. It took me 2 to get on. I don't know why. I bore sighted it and it was a little bit low. So I'm on now, should be on at 100, 2 to get on at 50, but this is what we're shooting out of it. I know, and I used factory ammo. I used this old Remington stuff just to get on. So, but this is what we're shooting now out of this. This is Federal Premium Burger 168 grain hybrid hunter. I have 3 or 4 or 5, 6 different customers that I built 7 mags for, and they shoot this even to 1,000 yards, and sometimes it shoots very well. So we're gonna go straight to 100 because I already have 2 shots through it. You ready?
Ready.
$28.41. Touching. 28.42. Wow. Wow. That went right through one of the other holes. Holy cow. 28.68. Well, so this gun's gonna shoot. That's definitive right there. I mean, that thing went right through the same hole. This is the customers. This stuff's expensive. So I'm not gonna shoot. I don't see no reason to shoot this. I have hand loads with me, the same thing, so I guess you'll go down, change the target, and I don't know, maybe leave the camera run. You decide. I don't know how long it's going to take because I got to stop and clean the gun. So this gun has 5 shots through it now, right?
Right.
Wow, this stuff is really something. It really is. This is really good ammo. Okay. Okay, so here's the first, no, that wouldn't be the first 3 shots. That's shots, so 1, 2, that's shots 3, 4, 5 now, right?
Correct.
3, 4, 5, that's factory ammo, 168 grain burger. So this gun is gonna shoot. So I did the same exact thing. I made dummy rounds. So come over here, stand this way so they can see. So I made dummy rounds up and I made them with 4 different bullets. So 190 grain burger long range hybrid target, 184 grain hybrid target, 180 grain VLD yellow box, and 180 grain hybrid target. That's yellow box also, I think. And so there's my dummies, right? Okay, so then what I did is I did the same thing. So I loaded up 5 with the 190s. I loaded up 5 with the 184s. And I loaded up 5 with the 180 grain VLDs. I did not load up any with the 180 grain hybrid targets because the reason I didn't is I'm very much hoping that it either shoots the 190s or the 194s. The fact that it shoots those 168s that good, I mean, it's probably going to shoot them all. We don't know. But what I think I'm going to do is, so I can get more rounds through the barrel, I'm going to start with the 180 VLDs, then I'll go to the 184s, then I'll go to the 190s. So here we go. You have the camera on down there, Biggie? Yes or no?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, you can turn that off for a second. Okay, so I put 1 in the dirt with factory ammo, and now we're going to hand loads This is 180 grain burger VLD yellow box. And again, Max Soft Seat Jam. That's where all these are. Oh. What did I do? Did I lay one in there already? Yes, I did. All right, you ready?
Ready.
$29.14. Oh man, right through the same hole. $29.11. Holy cow! I mean, it's just a bug hole. $29.12. Here, tell me those last three numbers. What would show them? What was the last three numbers?
2914, 2911, 2912.
Holy cow! I mean, there's just a little hole down there in the paper. Well, see, and now you think about this from my perspective. So I got all this that I want to shoot. But the customer's paying for that stuff. And like I said, all this stuff is expensive. Now, do I want to shoot it, and do I want to find out how, because I really want to see how it shoots those 190s. That's what I really want to know. But we got a little ragged hole down there, and we got really uniform chronograph numbers, and we got two more of these left. The responsible thing to do is to stop, clean the gun, put it back in the case, ship it to the customer. Which, it's just, it is conflicting, that is for sure. But I can't shoot a group out of a 7 mag smaller than that. There's no way. So I guess I'm going to quit on this gun. So what?
Nothing. I was going to say you should try the 190s. At least do a target and see how they shoot.
Yeah, but okay, see, that's the thing. She says that, but this is a 7 mag. This is a Brooks barrel, by the way. And I will say, of all the 7 millimeters I've had, I can think in my head, and there's been a lot, I can think in my head of 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7 different guns that just pounded one hole. They were all Brooks barrels. So whatever Brooks does in 7 millimeter, and by the way, Brooks is non-standard, right?
Yes.
Right, so like a Krieger barrel is 277, 284.
Right.
A Brooks is 276, 284.
Correct.
Now, again, they know why they do that, but we don't know why. But all I'm saying is, holy cow. I mean, you could win bench rest matches with that. So, all right, we're going to shut the camera off. She's going to go get that target. I'll have to decide. I mean, I really want to see how them will shoot. That 184 too, but all right.